Hey guys, I'm going to do my presentation on the Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster, illustrated by Jules Pfeiffer. So this book was published originally in 1961, and the publisher is Random House, specifically Yearling Classic, and it's for ages 8 and up. But I know as a child I would have loved this book whenever it was read to me. So this book is about a little boy named Milo, and Milo receives a strange package one day. Out of pure boredom, he opens it up, and it's a very strange gift. It's a toll booth, and when he drives through it, he finds himself in the strange land of beyond, or the strange land beyond, in the kingdom of wisdom. And he meets Talk, this little dog here, who is a watchdog, and a bug named Mr. Humbug, and he goes on a journey with them to save Rhyme and Reason, who are princesses that they're being held in a castle. I think the Castle in the Air. Yeah, the Castle in the Air. And the kingdom is suffering. This whole entire kingdom of wisdom is suffering because Rhyme and Reason aren't there anymore. And they are sent by the kings of two different kingdoms. One is Dictionopolis, which is based in words, and the other one is Digitopolis, which is based in numbers. And the two kings of these kingdoms are siblings to these princesses. And this is considered fantasy. So for consistency, there are rules that stay consistent from when he starts his journey to when he ends it. Like, you can only go through the toll booth once, and let's see, you travel from place to place in his he has a little car that he drives, and you're not allowed to know something is impossible until after you've done it. So this whole thing that he's sent on is considered impossible, but the kings and everybody, they don't tell him because they want him to be able to do it. And the suspense of disbelief is brought through the character of Milo. He's a very ordinary boy who's a little set in his ways, and he's very bored by everything in the world around him. And slowly through the journey, he starts to see how much he's missing in outside of just like his normal like day-to-day stuff, like what he could be learning. See, so for details, the different things that the different places that they go to Digitopolis, which is a number kingdom, and the word one, which is Dictionopolis. There are two lands that they go to. One is the Forest of Sight, and the other one is the Valley of Sound. And then throughout this book, there's a theme of a love and a drive to learn. So of course it's worthwhile for children to read. And then the point of view is third person, and through this you get a lot of the thoughts and feelings of the characters, and he gives plenty of images. There's also an illustrator, so like There's little pictures throughout the book, so there's literal images and then just like worded images. And then the other thing about this book is if you love puns, read this book. I didn't read it until later in my life. I wish I had read it as a child because it's beautiful. But it's basically all the puns you can think of. For example, Talk is a watchdog, and he's literally made of a watch. And so just things like that. And I really loved it. Thanks.